This episode of From Tops to Bottoms contains strong language, content of a sexual nature, and stuff that will probably offend you now.
Welcome to our very first instalment of From Tops to Bottoms, Aftercare. My name's Sam.
And my name is Cassie.
And this week we are going to be answering some of the questions that you have for us from our very first episode.
Because this is our first episode of Aftercare, I thought that we should maybe just explain what Aftercare is. Aftercare in the BDSM world refers to the time and attention that you give to your partners after an intense sexual experience. So it's basically just checking in, how the experience went, are you okay, are they okay, how is it for you, sort of thing. So basically we're just here to ask, how was that for you?
Yeah, so how was that for you? Do you have any questions for us? Do you understand everything that just happened? Are you good?
We all A-okay.
Yeah, so we opened up the floor on Instagram and we asked you what were your favourite bits. Did you have any questions about any of the stories that we had? Or did you have anything that you wanted to add yourself? And some people came through.
Just to clarify, we'll be doing this every Wednesday. So we will release the main episode on a Friday, and then on the Wednesday will be the Aftercare episode that is related to the previous Friday episode. Was that too wordy? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so should we just jump in with the questions then?
Yes, let's fucking do it.
Okay. I'm not going to say any names. We're going to keep them all anonymous. The first one is curious about how you approached having an online dom and keeping it all safe, etc. So this one is definitely aimed for you, Sam.
Okay, so I met this guy on a social media platform called FetLife, which is for people that are into kink. And when I use FetLife, which is not very often, admittedly, I use a pseudonym. We never exchanged real names. We messaged on Kik, which takes me back to being real young.
Did you?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
I didn't know that. And I had literally read some of the conversations. Kik?
Yeah, we messaged on
Sam,
Kik.
you crazy bitch. Kik.
Yeah, right. I downloaded it to talk to this guy as well, so he asked me to download it. So obviously, like, he'd done this before. He knew that I lived in China. He didn't know where I lived. I obviously didn't know his name. I knew he lived in Colorado. But we didn't know much about each other, which is funny, considering, some of the stuff he asked me to do. And I was willing to do for this person whose name I didn't know. But yeah, I didn't feel at risk at any point, which is quite obviously odd, considering the position I was putting myself in. But considering it was all completely anonymous, I felt quite liberated, really. I could literally be whoever I wanted to be because he didn't know who the fuck I was.
I feel like whoever, like, I know the person that asked this might, like, want to maybe at some point do something like that. I think that from an online dom, it's such a nice way to, like, dip your toe into, like, the BDSM world, and like, you can learn a lot from having an online dom, and, like, as you said, you can literally be whoever you want. So, like, I think everyone should go for it. It's fun. Just explore who you are.
One thing he did do is he did encourage me to educate myself. He encouraged me to read articles. He encouraged me to read different sources. So he was very serious about the lifestyle. So yeah.
Okay, question number 2. What was it like being in a sort of throuple? Also, Sam, don't be ghosting no more. Sam,
I won't. I promise. I swear.
I second that. Don't be ghosting anyone no more unless you need to. What was it like being in a throuple? It was interesting. Honestly, there's quite a lot of stigma around, like, bisexuals being, like, a unicorn. And it is, which, if you don't know, a unicorn is a bisexual person in a straight-facing relationship with no emotional attachment involved. And it is annoying to have that stereotype. However, it's also annoying not being able to do what the fuck I want. So if I want to be a third, then I will be a third. And if you want to ask me to be a unicorn, don't be doing it as a stereotype. Do it because
you want me to be a fucking
unicorn.
unicorn.
Fuck me. But yeah, to answer your question, it was fun. As I said, it did get a little bit intense pretty quickly, but then I just knew that was my time to dip. So yeah, it's fun while it lasted is my answer.
Good.
Okay, and the third and last question we picked is, Sam, how did you feel comfortable with a friend taking your nudes for you?
Good question, really. We, as we both kind of said, we both feel 1,000% comfortable around each other. You know, and when we see each other's tits, it's like Christmas.
What she means by that is we're hype men.
Yes.
And it's like, girl, them tits are fire.
That's what I mean. Yes.
Not like I've been waiting for this all year, more so that like, woo!
I mean, have I not been waiting for this all year, Cassie?
No, I see them regularly.
No, but what I mean is, as I've said before, it's just a body. I'm comfortable showing people that I'm uncomfortable around, whatever. Obviously, I'm not just gonna whip my vagina out at every opportunity, but if the situation calls for it, it calls for it. And I feel like it was just a fun activity, wasn't it? Like it.
In this particular instance, we wanted professional-looking, tasteful nudes, and you know, there's only so far your hand can stretch, to be honest. And I'm enthusiastic about nudes and body empowerment, especially Sam's body empowerment. So
Yes,
got to get them nudes, girl.
yes.
We sound so gay.
I'm passionate
I'm
about
enthusiastic
Sam's
about
nudes.
Sam's body.
But no, it's just obviously there's no like sexual intention there or anything. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but I felt completely comfortable sprawled out on your bed in this fucking baby doll. You just stood over me with the phone like, yes, queen. Just move your arm a little bit further behind your head. Yeah, excellent. All right.
Tense your right boob. Tiny bit, Sam, just a tiny bit.
Bring
I'm trying.
your arms in so your breasts don't look like they have different postcodes.
That's interesting though, because we are filming a episode tomorrow. We're filming it tomorrow, we're recording it tomorrow. It'll be posted in a couple of weeks and it's going to be about nudes. So, you know, if you want to hear more about our nude experience, then
Make sure you tune in.
come along. Sorry, I've just got an intense feeling of hunger.
We're almost done, Queen. We're almost done. I'm hungry for success.
Yeah, we are going to try and keep the Aftercare episode quite short because we do talk quite a lot. However, in 2 days' time, we're releasing another episode and it is all about our pride experiences and biphobia, and I personally think it's such an interesting episode. So you should definitely give it a listen, whatever your sexual orientation may be, if you want to relate or if you want to learn.
So make sure you follow us on Instagram, which is @FromTopsToBottoms. My personal Instagram is @SamanthaInBJ.
My personal Instagram is @radicallove.co.uk, and that it goes the same for my website. We also now have a From Tops to Bottoms Twitter, so that is @TopsToBottoms. And our Facebook page is From
Look at
Tops
us
to
with a
Bottoms.
Facebook page. Look at us. Look at us. Who thought we'd be here?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Okay, so that's all for today's Aftercare episode. It's been absolutely lovely chatting to you. An absolute pleasure.
Absolutely. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.